yo, oh yeah, oh yo, oh yo, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yo, oh yo, oh yeah, yo. Oh yeah, oh yo, oh yo, oh yo.
Does there land acknowledgments? This is the place that they're talking about. This, this place, and well, Salch is in the river, but the old Chena village site. This is what they're talking about.
It's like a dream come true. A dream that I've always dreamt about was going back to my roots. Going back to what I remember when I was a little girl, before I hit the boarding schools.
There's beads on there.
It's done, huh?
Oh, hi, Margaret.
Yeah, it's black.
Oh, hi.
It is done black.
It reminds me of camps I've been with my mom, my dad, when I was a little girl.
Better scared up.
The elders last year asked that we have a camp this year in the fall time to do fall activities, and so we're here. We were kind of worried about the rain, but like Reverend Dr. Anna Frank said, you guys are tough and you won the fall, so thank you for being here. It all centers basically around the moose and the harvest and the processing of the moose. Part of the reason that this camp is held is our older elders that know their traditional ways are teaching other elders that didn't have the chance to learn.
We give this part to the men, and they cook it on the campfire, and they eat the meat off the bone.
I really want to thank Steve Kakar and David Fields for going out.
I've had, and David has had, and we still have friends in the community that look to us and ask, hey, how do you take care of your animal cleanly and bring it home?
After you take the moose, people have different beliefs and methods of doing that. You point the nose in the direction of your home. Also, for respect for the animal, you pray over it, and if possible, you give it the last piece of food, which could be a branch, and you pray with it. You put this branch in its mouth as a symbol that it was fed, now it's feeding us. If you look at the grain on this meat as I'm cutting it across the grain, you can see where there's like separation of muscle.
Oh yeah.
For your calf muscle. They're real delicious. It's gummy.
Yeah.
It's just delicious.
You can take care of girl here.
One of the cultural camps I was at one time, even these moose ears, I never saw them skin it, but they had the skin.
Really? Huh?
Little baby mucklucks.
Oh my cuteness. Ain't that something?
We had breakfast and we got right into it, cutting the moose.
Anybody want to try? This is the hard part.
Take your knife and scrape it out.
So it's like, okay, my role is to help the learners and say, and I was like, I asked Aunt Marie, dust and what am I doing? And she says, like, Denakkanaaga is off. I'm cutting off the meat head.
Oh, net all as good. So that's, I'm giving it all as good to give you, I'm giving you food.
We have to be thankful right there before we work on it. So they would sing in Native. Thank you for giving me this year. This ear I will use for me. And that's what we'd say over and over.
So Anabasi Ra Itzaga. I'm thankful for this ear. I'm thankful. Anabasi Ra Itzig. Anabasi Ra Itzig, yeah? Wait.
Here.
Sitzaga.
How the heck?
Itzaga. Okay, yeah, Itzaga. Okay. Anabasi Ra Itzaga. Anabasi Ra Itzaga. This is Itzaga. Means off.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Bad for my first time.
Where are we putting these?
And so I had the opportunity to work with my Aunt Marie Yaska this last winter. We worked 6 hours a day, and I was able to put more sentences together, to tell a story, learn some prayers, and then I built games and stuff so we can play to make language learning fun. Jan, Cloran, and Cloran, Natif,
I lost all my culture going to boarding schools, lost the language. I missed it when I left. I missed that. I lost a sense of myself when I got into the boarding schools. Coming here to culture camp, I just have that strong desire to learn about my culture, because I feel like the more I learn, it's something to do with making me feel better about myself.
Like several of you here, I was raised in camp on the Mud River. It was always mandatory that we stopped at every fish camp, and you'd hear the stories from the people at the camp of what they experienced during that season. When we get back in our boat to start traveling, either Mom or Dad would ask us, what did you learn today? What did you learn from the stories that they were telling you? And that reminds me of what we're doing here today, for this week, is sharing our knowledge and not looking at a book to gain that knowledge. I'm really happy that the theme for this camp is moose hunting. I really have an issue with the word hunting. The way I was growing up, that was a word that we would not use when we were going to go out. We never talked about or predicting that we were going to get something ahead of time. And I really like when Steve was talking, he used the word harvest.
When I process the moose and take care of it, it's usually two families that get together, and oftentimes that's all it is just, it happens. We take the moose, we share it, it feeds multiple families from that point. Here in this setting, multiple people and families came together sharing what we all have in common, which is the moose. Now look, the moose, the successful moose harvest.
3 ladies right there. Give them soup on each.
And the people that came to participate will get gifted with some moose. And that's the native way.
You know, and eating our land food, all land food. Mom making her bread and the cinnamon rolls. Those memories come back to me. Last night when we got cinnamon rolls, I thought, oh, my Mom used to make those. Stuff like that. How do you explain it? It's overwhelming. It's like I can't believe it. I'm here,
Oh yeah, yeah, yo. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yo, yo. Oh yo, yo. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yo. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yo, yo. Oh yo, yo, oh yeah, yeah, yo. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yo, oh yo, oh yo. Oh yo, yo, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hoa tê tê ye yo te ne yo e yo 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 oh yo yo oh ye yo 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 hoa tê tê ye yo te ne yo 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 yo